like to talk about Rosh Hashanah. Ironically, today, although you can't really see because I don't have a calendar here to show you, but today is the 25th day of Elul, which is the real Rosh Hashanah. It's today that the world was actually created. And when we celebrate the holiday of Rosh Hashanah, it's actually the creation of man, which was 6 days later. I want to share an interesting thought from the Amshin of a Rebbe. He points out that if the world was created, let's say on today, which is the 25th day of Elul, then when was the conception of the world? In other words, if there was a pregnancy which gave birth to the world, when was the world conceived? So a full pregnancy, as we know, is 9 months. So what's 9 months before the 25th of Elul? It's the 25th of Kislev, the first night of Hanukkah. And this represents actually the beginning of what creation is. Because we know that it starts by saying, Bereshit bara Elokim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. In the beginning, meaning the essence of the Resh, the Reshit, the Rosh, the purpose of creation, Shamayim, as heaven and Aretz and this world. So this symbolism of the ability to bring heaven into this world is the symbolism of a flame touching and lighting a candle. The flame represents the heaven, the Shamayim, and the candle represents the earth. And so therefore this idea of the first candle of Hanukkah being lit is the actual inception of the idea of Shamayim and Aretz, of heaven and earth coming together, which would then be born out on today, the 25th of Elul. But the reason that we celebrate or delay the celebration of the creation for the 6th day is because the conduit which makes this happen, the facilitator that brings heavenly ideas into physical reality on a practical level, is the human being. And man is created on the 6th day. And man is also created as the power to bring heaven to this world or to bring hell into this world. And that's hinted at, the Baal Shem Tov explains, when it says on the 6th day, as opposed to all the other days when it mentions, and God saw that it was good, or didn't say anything, or said it twice, on the 6th day, it said God saw it was very good. So the question really is, what did God see that was very good? What was unique in the 6th day? So the Medrash Rabbah explains that very good is evil. The devil, the Satan, the Yetzer Hara, the Malach HaMavet, the angel of death. So the Baal Shem Tov asked the question, if this is what's called very good, who would want to live on such a planet? And what he explains is actually the word very, which is the problem. Because everything God makes is innately good. When it becomes distorted, when it becomes more than it was meant to be, or less than it was meant to be, too big or too little, that perversion is what makes good into bad. And that's why the word for very is ma'od, which are the same letters as Adam, which is man. Because when God created man on the 6th day, he created us with his capacity to live in the order of the letters of Adam, from the word Adumah, from this earth, that we should be able to grow and bring heaven down to earth. Or, God forbid, we create chaos. And that chaos is when those letters now become jumbled and they spell instead the word ma'od. This is why we say that Rosh Hashanah, the gematria of the word Shana, is Chachma, which is wisdom. So Rosh, the head, begins with wisdom. And what is the beginning of wisdom? So we say Iras Hashem, Reishas Chachma is Iras Hashem. The beginning of wisdom is the awe of God. So on Rosh Hashanah, we have this sense of awe of God and everything that God creates in the world. It brings wisdom into our head. That word irat is the same gematria as the word Torah. When we open our minds, allow the heavenly wisdom to come in, permeate through us during the next 10 days, then it brings us to Yom Kippur, which is actually the day we receive the Torah.